We had Monday's surge higher right into resistance. And then we had petering out on Monday. Tuesday, the market was closed, obviously. And Wednesday, we had softness. So right now, you can't see it because this is not real trading hours, obviously. But I'm expecting this gap fill. Pretty obvious. Everyone else in technical land is going to expect the same thing, which is basically this kind of 43.98, 39 to be exact. We even have some lower gaps to fill, however. There we go. 43.97.15. Let's see if we can get there. We can push back, but it's a very nice start, right? And what was the level I gave yesterday? I said, okay, so here's this trend line intraday. It's looking pretty weak. And it still could not get above. And I gave a very specific level, 44.55. I said, I'm wrong. I said, otherwise, I see this rolling over. Again, a shake and bake. This is resistance right here. It just looked like a pattern was going to roll over. So, all right. So if you happen to take the SPY short, here's where it's first going to come into some monetization, if not the open. Okay. This is 438. The open typically takes and monetizes puts right away for anybody that positions short. And then we go back and fill that gap. So after an initial bounce, if we get one, we usually go back and fill that gap. So not liking the Bollinger Band here that is opening up. That was also, right, the squeeze. It's also resistance right here, right? So that was why it was a little bit easier to say, I think we have a pretty good short level here with this 44.55. Don't let it get above if you're chasing short. This puppy's going to be below 4,400 or SPY 440, which by the way, Tiffany nailed. So under her channel, Options Trader, she literally posted her trade plan and said 440 is a magnet for SPY, and we are there. So great job on that. Great job on that. All right, we are open. I want to go to SPY first. All right, so 44.07 is a kind of support, but again, I'm not so excited about that. I'm excited about patterns. I want to see a reversal that stays below 44.50, which this is, but I'm missing a little bit of data. What the hey? That's Monday, that's Wednesday, and it's missing. It'll fix itself. And remember, 438 is going to be price target in time because of this this gap. We have this gap fill in time of 438, little monetization, usual. Push it into that, prior area, and then let's see what happens with a rejection. We have not filled this gap. So again, I'm going to be of the opinion that even if they monetize puts in this market and we bounce, we're going to go down and fill that gap at some point. Perfect rollover, huge gap down. This was a low of 44.22, and this is a high of 44.22. All right, so that's impressive. See this gap up? We literally opened below it. Wow, that's very bearish. SPY is going to have a damn hard time. They're not going to monetize puts until this thing gap fills. So I'm using this as a tell of when they start to come in and buy the market. They're not buying the market. It's not ready. I don't know. When the market opens, are they going to monetize puts? Or are they going to press? They're pressing. It's very clear they're pressing. What we would really need is SPX under this kind of 43.07 area, and we're not there yet. That's the CTA trigger. That's when CTAs will start to come in, actually 42.87, and NASDAQ 14.445. And that's when they start to really get busy. But right now we have a lot of shake and bake. That's all I see right now. In the same way that SPY is a gap fill to 438.14, and they're working, right? This is just tagged 4397.15. 4397.15 SPX gap fill, it's 43.07 area. So that's what I'm trying to size up, right? So it's 10 o'clock. We typically have all those, puts are monetized. VIX gets calms down. But I'm looking at this going, okay, I see you. Gap fill, you're it. But Bollinger Band is opening up. You opened below the gap up. That's just nasty. This is going to head down as the 440 SPY magnet that Tiffany wrote about yesterday. I would say this is going to head down, but 43.07, the question is when? Right now, the price is just overextending through the gap fill. I see nothing yet to say that the selling is done. All I can say is it's just not ready to monetize yet. So if you are pressing short, you have the wind at your back. A shake and bake is one thing, right? We don't have a sharp reversal this morning. You know that. SPY clearly, has gap filled. Either one, doesn't matter. And it's kind of like hanging out here, but it doesn't look done. SPY is kind of hanging out underneath this gap fill. Definitely underneath the 8-day is not a great place to be, but it looks like it's slowed down, right? This has been sitting here the past hour, starting to open up the Bollinger Band. I would really expect this kind of 43.80 to get hit.